Welcome back guys. So in this video I'll be reviewing Byte Stratos Xenon Bluetooth wireless controller. The company advertises it as a cheaper alternative to PlayStation 4 controller. I purchased it from Byte's website for around rupees 1900. At the moment it is selling for around rupees 2289 on Amazon India. Budget gamepad. Good thing is it's not limited to PlayStation 4 only. It works on other platforms like iOS, Android and even Windows PC. These are its key features. Comes with a 1300 mAh battery. I've been using the gamepad for about a week now. Must have played games for about 9 to 10 hours. I still haven't charged the battery. Its battery backup is good. Comes with LED backlit face buttons. Has a wireless range of up to 8 meters. Supports vibration. Also has a turbo button. I'll explain its feature. Let's assume that you want to press any key continuously, for example the square key. Instead of tapping it again and again, I'll just assign the square key to the turbo key. Now when I press and hold the square key, its function will be simulated as if I am continuously tapping it. We'll demonstrate this feature in the later part of the video. I'll be mostly using this gamepad on my Windows PC and Android devices. In this video I'll be showing you how to configure its gyro based and trackpad controls on Windows platform. In order to use these controls, you need to connect the gamepad to your PC via USB or Bluetooth mode. You also need to use a third-party software like DS4Windows or Steam. I also purchased this USB dongle for the gamepad to connect it to my PC via 2.4 GHz band wireless mode. This dongle is not included with the gamepad. You need to purchase it separately. At the moment it is selling for around rupees 330 on Amazon India. In this mode, the gamepad will work out of the box on Windows and even Linux based PCs. You won't be required to use a third-party software like Steam or DS4Windows. Using the dongle, you will be able to switch between Xinput or Dinput modes. Unfortunately, you won't be able to use the trackpad and gyro based controls in this mode. From this point onwards throughout the video, I will be referring to 2.4 GHz band wireless mode as simply wireless mode. So basically gamepad supports 3 modes of connectivity: wired, Bluetooth and wireless. I have already done the unboxing. Inside the box you will be getting the gamepad, a micro USB to USB cable for the purpose of charging the gamepad. Even PlayStation 4 controller has a micro USB port. It does not support Type-C. A user manual will also be present. Here it is mentioned that the gamepad comes with a year of warranty. You can scan this QR code to know about the warranty claim procedure. And this is the USB dongle for enabling the wireless mode. First things first, make sure you apply these thumb grips to the gamepad sticks if you use it frequently. Otherwise you'll end up wearing them out. They can end up looking like this if you don't apply the thumb grips. You can see worn out stick. For the purpose of this video, I'll just remove these grips. Now I'll be talking about this gamepad's design, build quality, buttons and ports. Immediately we can see that this gamepad's design has been borrowed from PlayStation 4 and Xbox gamepads. The trackpad, light bar and micro USB port has been borrowed from PlayStation 4 controller. Its body resembles that of Xbox One controller. In the background I have the Dualsense and Xbox One S controller with 2 AA batteries. Among all of these gamepads, Stratos Xenon is the lightest. According to the company, it weighs around 240 grams. Gamepad's each grip handle has this groove at its end, which makes it easier for the gamepad to fit in a palm. This is a very ergonomic design. Complete body of the gamepad has a matte finish. It does not come with any textured grip handles. The asymmetrical Xbox style sticks have a rubberized texture finish. As it's a budget gamepad, these are not Hall sensing sticks. These are the standard potentiometer based sticks prone to stick drift. To be fair, even the more expensive Dualsense controller does not have Hall sensing sticks. Even though the body is completely made out of plastic, the gamepad does not feel flimsy at all. I did not like this round raised design for the D-pad buttons. I prefer the individual D-pad buttons that are present on PlayStation controllers. The buttons feel solid, don't wobble at all. Face buttons have a tactile response. They are transparent. I can see the control layout for both PlayStation and Xbox. It will be easily noticeable when LED light is turned on. Share and option buttons don't go much deep. The Byte button here is akin to PlayStation home button. I'll be talking about the trackpad now. It registers 2 modes of input, touch and click. Using Steam input, you can split the trackpad into 2 halves. Assign touch and click controls to each half, giving us 4 mappable controls in total. At the bottom, we have this 3.5 mm input according to Byte. This will only work on PlayStation 4, but I was able to get it working on PC via the USB mode. Let's check out the back side. First we have this microphone turn on and off button. I always set it to off. It's only for PlayStation 4 system. Here you can see a tiny hole. This hole houses the gamepad reset button. If you are facing any Bluetooth pairing issues, just press this reset button using a thin pin. Next we have these 4 programmable buttons made out of plastic. They have a tactile response. They are not dependent on any software or operating system. Our key mappings are stored on the gamepad itself. We only need to map the programmable buttons once. Even after restarting the gamepad, our key mappings will still remain. All of the keys except for D-pad, share and option keys can be mapped to the programmable buttons. The bottom programmable buttons are easier to reach than the top ones. I'll just show you this. This is how I hold the gamepad. Then we have the LB and RB bumper buttons. They have a tactile response, smooth finish. There is the light bar, micro USB port, pressure sensitive linear triggers. They have a smooth finish. This is my Steam Deck running on Windows 11, basically a budget PC. I'll be using it to show you how to configure the gamepad on Windows platform. First I'll demonstrate the connectivity modes. I'll start with wired mode. Connect the micro USB end of the wire to the gamepad. Then connect the USB A end to your PC. My Steam Deck comes with one Type-C port, so I'll be using this Type-C to USB adapter. There you go. Plugged it in and you can see LED lights turned on. Light bar is also working, so bright. In this mode, Xenon Gamepad will be detected as a PlayStation 4 gamepad. You will be required to use DS4Windows or Steam input in order to configure it. Now I'll use the wireless dongle. Connect it to the Type-C to USB adapter. Connect it to Steam Deck. Just zoomed out to show you the blinking blue colored LED light on the dongle. Now you need to press and hold the share and Cosmic Byte buttons until the gamepad is paired to the dongle. Let me show you this. Hold these buttons. Release them. There you go. Gamepad is paired. LED light stopped blinking on both gamepad and a dongle. I'll just zoom in now. Blue color here means gamepad is working in Xinput mode. It will work with any game out of the box that supports Xbox controller. Don't need to use any third-party software like Steam or DS4Windows. Now I'll be showing you how to switch to D-input mode. Just press and hold the share and options button together until the light of the light bar changes to red. Let's show this. There you go. Now that the LED backlight is working, you can clearly see the control layout for both PlayStation and Xbox. Now I'll show you how to connect the gamepad to your PC via Bluetooth mode. Remove the dongle. Make sure your PC supports Bluetooth. If it doesn't support it, you can always buy a USB Bluetooth dongle. Gamepad's Bluetooth performance also depends on the Bluetooth module. My Steam Deck has Bluetooth version 5. I mostly use the gamepad in this mode. Did not observe any latency or signal skipping issues. Just press the Windows key. Type Bluetooth. Click on Bluetooth and other devices settings. Here make sure Bluetooth is enabled, then click on Add device. Then click on Bluetooth. Now you just need to press the share and Cosmic Byte buttons until the light bar flashes. Like this. There is our controller, wireless controller. Select it. Connecting. There you go. Our connection was successful. Close it. I'll also connect my Dualsense controller to Steam Deck. We'll be comparing the Deadzone areas around the sticks for both of these controllers. In Bluetooth mode, Stratos Xenon works as a PlayStation controller. You will be required to use Steam input or DS4Windows in order to get the controller working with games. Good thing is that trackpad controls, backside programmable buttons, gyro controls and even rumble works over Bluetooth mode. Now I'll be using Steam to test the gamepad and calibrate its gyro based controls. Just click on Steam here, then click on Settings. Here just click on the controller section. I have two gamepads connected to my PC. Both of them are shown here. Stratos Xenon is detected as a PS4 controller and Dualsense controller is detected as itself. Just select the PS4 controller in order to configure Stratos Xenon. Here make sure Game Rumble and Enable Steam Input for PlayStation controller settings are checked. Now just click on Begin Test. Use this to test the keys of the gamepad for any defects. Quickly press them. All of them are working. D-pad buttons. bumper buttons. Now I'll test the right trigger. If I push it only slightly, no input is detected. So trigger is not very accurate. Push it further. Yeah, now input is detected. It's pressure sensitive. Same thing for the other trigger. With a slight push, no input is detected. And now input is detected. Pushed it further. This is expected from a budget gamepad. Now I'll be calibrating its gyro controls. Just click on open here next to calibration and advanced settings. Place the controller on a flat surface. Then go to gyro calibration. Now just click on calibrate. Wait for the calibration process to complete. Click on continue. Now you should not be facing any gyro based drifting. Gyro drift corrected. Then we have the output settings. Rumble is enabled from here. LED settings. Yeah, you can adjust the color of the light bar from these settings. I'll change the color to blue. There you go. So easy. Red. LED saturation levels can be changed from here. By default, this value is set at 100%. It's up to you. I have reduced the LED brightness level to 50%. Let me just max it out. So bright. Oh my god. I'll just drop it to 50% again. Conserve some battery. Then we have the joysticks. I'll show you the Deadzone area. This is for left joystick. Select it. Start testing by pressing the triangle key. Now I'll move the left analog stick only slightly in the left direction. You can see no input is detected, so there is some hardware based Deadzone area around the stick. I'll move it further. Yeah, now input is detected. White dot is the input. See, it's moving. Now I'll try to trace a circle around the stick. Yeah, it's difficult. Very difficult. Stick is not very accurate. Again, this is expected from a budget gamepad. You can remove this Deadzone area by setting the slider to the left. Some Deadzone area is recommended as it is useful for countering the stick drift. I'll just show you how to remove this area. Select left joystick Deadzone and move the slider to the extreme left. There you go. Now I'll test the stick again. Same thing for the right joystick. Again, no input is detected. When I move the stick slightly to the right, I'll just eliminate the Deadzone area. There you go. You can always reset the settings by pressing the square key. It's set to default. Entirely up to you. This is the joystick sensitivity test for Dualsense controller connected to deck via Bluetooth mode. I'll move the left analog stick in the left direction only slightly, and oh my god, it got detected. Stick is very sensitive. Bigger Deadzone area. Slightest of the movements get detected. Now I'll try to trace a circle, and you can see how easy it is to trace a circle using Dualsense controller. Now I'll show you how to map keys to the backside programmable buttons. I'll be mapping the L3 and R3 keys to bottom back grip buttons. Just need to press the turbo button until the light bar color changes to green. Then you need to press the backside button to which you want to assign any of the controller keys. I'll quickly demonstrate this. Color change to green. Press the back grip button. I'll press this button. LED light is flashing. Now I'll press the L3 button. There you go. I'll repeat the process for mapping R3 button. Press and hold the turbo button. Wait for the color to change to green. There you go. Press this back grip button. And now press the R3 button. Now in order to simulate the L3 button, I'll just press this back grip button. And in order to simulate the R3 button, I'll just press this back grip button. It's as easy as that. Now I'll be showing you how to remap the keys, configure the gyro and trackpad controls for individual games. Just open your Steam library, select the game. In this case it's Resident Evil 5. Now just click on this controller icon right here. This will open Steam input. You can select the controller layout from here. Steam community layouts can be accessed from here. Templates are available right here. For gamepads that have built-in gamepad support, you can select the gamepad template. apply layout by pressing the square key. There you go. In this game I'll be using the gyro controls to aim. So just click on the bar adjacent to gyro behavior and select as joystick. Click on the settings cog here next to as joystick. Just scroll down, tap on the bar adjacent to gyro enable button. By default it's set at always on. I'll just set it to left trigger full pull. This means when I hold the left trigger, gyro based controls will get enabled. Go back, press the 0 key. Remapping the controls is very easy. Just click on edit layout. This is the default layout. X key of PlayStation controller is mapped to A key of Xbox controller. 0 key mapped to B key. Square key mapped to X key. Triangle key mapped to Y key. You can change the order, entirely up to you. For example, I'll swap the A key with Y key. There you go, it changed. The process is that simple. I'll just revert the chain. All keys are present here. Just scroll down. Bumpers, menu options, D-pad, triggers, joysticks, trackpads. Start key is mapped to right trackpad click by default. I'll stick with this setting. I'll just map the L3 key to right trackpad touch. Just tap on the bar adjacent to right trackpad touch. Select gamepad here. You can also map mouse or keyboard keys to the trackpad. It's entirely up to you. So many options. Here I'll select left joystick click L3. There you go. Select key is mapped to left trackpad click by default. Again I'll stick with it. I'll just map the R3 key to left trackpad touch. Tap on the bar adjacent to it. And select the right stick click R3. There you go. We are done with the controller configuration. Go back. Even if it's a non-Steam game, you can just add the game's exe file to your Steam library in order to access Steam input. Just click on add a game here. Then click on add a non-Steam game. Find the game's exe file and that's it. I have already covered Steam input and DS4Windows in detail in my Dualsense review video. You can refer to that video if you're looking for a guide on how to configure any gamepad on Windows and even SteamOS. Started Resident Evil 5. You can see the Xbox controller prompts. Our gamepad is working as an Xbox controller. There is a character. I'll check the Deadzone in the sticks. You can see no input is being detected. Yeah, this gamepad has big Deadzone areas around the sticks. Aim. No input is being detected. Now the input is being detected. Test the trackpad. Just press the right trackpad. Should pause the game. There you go. Start button is being simulated. Move my character and then swipe across the right trackpad. Chris should be sprinting. There you go. This is L3 button. Also test our programmable buttons. I'll hold the bottom back grip button like this, left one. Now move my character. L3 button should be simulated. Chris should be sprinting. There you go. Need to move in the forward direction. Stop pressing the back grip button. Yeah, Chris stopped sprinting. So all of our keys are working very nicely. Now let's test the gyro controls. Hold the left trigger. Yeah, you can see they are working. Test the accuracy. Wow, it's working very nicely. Was not expecting this good performance. Let's play the game. Shoot. Vibration is also working.
Come on, Roger.
Not observing any latency issues. I'll be using the gyro based controls to aim. Won't be using the right analog stick. We'll use it to just look around like this. Gyro is better for precise aiming. Broken ladder. Combat time. expecting more of these things. Oh my god, this guy charged toward me. These things are everywhere. Headshot. And that thing is still alive. It's dead now. So no issues with its performance. Now I'll show you how to use the turbo button. Switch to another game, fighting one. Now I'll press and hold the square key. You can see Captain Ginyu punched only once. Now I'll continuously press the square key. Captain Ginyu punched multiple times. I'll assign the square key to turbo button. Just press and hold the turbo button and square key for about 2 to 3 seconds. Like this. LD will flash. Read the keys. Now I'll press and hold the square key. Yeah, Captain Ginyu attacked the enemy multiple times. Turbo key is working. To remove the turbo key, just repeat the process like this. You cannot add the exe files of PC Gamepass games to your Steam library without using UWP hook. For these games, I just use DS4Windows. A few softwares are required to get DS4Windows working on Windows platform. When you launch its setup, the app itself will redirect you to these softwares. Download and install them. When using DS4Windows, make sure Steam is not running in the background. Gamepad is connected to Steam Deck via Bluetooth mode. Yeah, it got detected. This is its name, DS4 version 0.2. Connectivity method is shown here, Bluetooth. Remaining battery percentage 12. Selected profile. Default value was default. I am using my Gamepass profile. In order to edit a profile, just click on edit here. Remapping of the keys can be done from here. I'll just scroll down. All of the keys are shown. For example, cross key is mapped to A button. I'll just map it to the Y button. Double click it. From here, I'll select Y. There you go. I'll revert the change. Just click on default. As simple as that. Light bar color can be changed. Click on light bar. Click on the color bar here. Change the color from this slider. Entirely up to you. Touchpad controls can be accessed from here. I am using these controls for simulating left stick click. Just need to swipe up on the trackpad. For simulating right stick click, swipe down. For simulating the select key, just need to swipe left, and for simulating the start key, just need to swipe right. Gyro-based controls are also supported. I'll be using them for aiming. Select mouse joystick as the output mode, and you need to set the trigger for it. I have set it to left trigger. We'll be using this as an activation key, and make sure turn behavior checkbox is ticked. That's it. Just click on apply. Save. I'll run a PC Gamepass game. Make sure DS4Windows is running in the background. Start Dishonored. Game started, and you can see our controller is working just like a normal Xbox controller. Try to use the gyro controls. Yeah, they are working as well. Trackpad controls. Swipe right to simulate the start button, and swipe left to simulate the select key. Yeah, it worked as well. This is Steam Deck running using the Linux based SteamOS. Unfortunately, I was not able to connect the gamepad to it via Bluetooth mode. I'll try to pair it. Shows up here wireless controller, but when I select it, pairing never works. You just get stuck here in an infinite loop. You can switch off the gamepad by holding the Cosmic Byte button for a few seconds. There you go. In order to get the gamepad working on SteamOS, I had to use it in wired or wireless mode. I'll connect the dongle. Press and hold the share and Cosmic Byte buttons until the light bar flashes. There you go. Release the buttons. Gamepad got connected. Yeah, it's working. Detected as an Xbox controller, so it will work out of the box with any game that supports Xbox controller. I'll start Resident Evil 5. Game started. Xbox controller prompts, and you can see our gamepad is working just fine. Programmable buttons are also working. Gyro will not work. This is the wireless mode. Trackpad will also not work. Gamepad is working as an Xbox controller only. Not observing any latency issues. Vibration is working. Reload. Last but not least, we have the Android platform. Gamepad will work out of the box on Android 12 or any other newer Android ROM. I'll be connecting it to my Xiaomi Pad 6 via Bluetooth mode. Show you its about tablet section. Running on Android 13 ROM. Enable the Bluetooth setting. Press and hold the share and Cosmic Byte buttons until the LED light flashes. There you go. Scroll down. Wait for the controller to get detected under available devices. There it is, wireless controller selected. Pairing. Tap on pair. LED blinking should stop. Yeah, our controller is working now. The gamepad is working as a PlayStation controller, but it should work with any Playstore game that supports Xbox controller. I'll just run Call of Duty Mobile. The gamepad even supports popular Android emulators like EtherSS2, PPSSPP, Dolphin, Citra and Skyline. This prompt will pop up. Here just select PS4 as the gamepad. Okay. Yeah, the match has started and you can see our controller is working. Again, no latency issues. There is some Deadzone around the stick, you can see. Got killed there. So it's a bit difficult for me to recommend this gamepad to people who enjoy playing FPS games. Don't have any access to Steam input on Android. Can't change the software based Deadzone area. Programmable buttons work even on Android platform. You can see my character is sprinting. Trackpad is also detected. Vibration is not working. Gyro will also not work. Gamepad also works with popular cloud game streaming services like GeForce Now and xCloud. This is Doom Eternal running using xCloud. I am using the Japan-based server from India, so some input delay is inevitable, but good to see Stratos Xenon working with xCloud. Deadzone is an issue. This gamepad is not ideal for playing first-person shooters. In the end, I was very impressed by this gamepad. It has a good build quality, decent battery backup, fully configurable trackpad, 4 programmable buttons on the backside, even has gyro-based controls. My only complaint about it is the noticeable Deadzone area around both of its stick, but it is expected from a budget gamepad. I'll end the video here guys. I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.